and welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. As promised, we're going to be talking about the most affordable places to live in the Denver metro. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Katie Martineau, also known as the Real Estate Gal. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, thank you so much. If you would please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. I cover all things about the Denver metro, places to live, places to look, things to do, fun things to do with the family. So you gotta hit that subscribe button. And as mentioned, my nickname is the Real Estate Gal. If you need help with buying, selling, or anything in between, I'm your gal because I am a licensed real estate agent in this state. Now, as mentioned, we're going to be talking about 7 most affordable places in the Denver metro. The countdown starts with number 7, Commerce City. So location of Commerce City is about 20 minutes, but it does depend on what specific part of Commerce City you are. So it's almost like a little bit of a U shape or a curve shape. And there is the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge that is kind of right in the center. Because that's protected space, there will never be any homes that are built there. So if you're on the top part of Commerce City, you have fantastic vicinity to the Denver International Airport. If you are on the south side, you're going to be a little bit closer to downtown Denver metro. The median home price for Commerce City is $548,500. And there's about 62,000 residents that live in Commerce City. Some quick things to do of why people would go to Commerce City or things to do if you live there is the, as mentioned, Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge. There is a ton of open space with this. Hiking, biking, educational programs, wildlife viewing, including bison, birds, catch and release fishing, junior ranging programs, and there's even a drive path, so you could drive by all of the wildlife that are there as well. Another thing that Commerce City has to do, or why people will go there, is the Buffalo Run Golf Course. On to number 6, we have Sheridan, Colorado. So Sheridan is just north of Littleton and west of Inglewood. Sheridan is also a very busy road that runs north and south, and it is parallel to Wadsworth, Kipling, Sims. All of those are going towards the west direction, but to 6,000 residents, they call Sheridan home. It's about 25 minutes from downtown Denver, and you're probably gonna take Santa Fe to get there or Santa Fe to get more south. Things to do in Sheridan, well, it is very close to Littleton, which boasts a lot of different events throughout the year. The historic downtown Littleton is really close vicinity, and there's also a River Run Park. It's a high performance river surfing on the South Platte. Now, a lot of you gave me feedback that you would never get into the Platte River because of its cleanliness, but all of the photos, I've never actually done the river surfing, but all of the photos show people in wetsuits, and you know, you only live once.
You only live once, don't let it go to waste.
So might as well try it. It looks super, super fun. There is also the Broken T Golf Course that is right next to the Platte River as well. I have gone tubing in the Platte River. I didn't get sick. I think it's fine. It gets super popular in the summer because it's a great way to cool off, and it's completely free. You park at one end of the river and you just float. You can even have a inner tube float that has a cooler in it and then drink some drinks. I don't know if they technically allow alcohol, but that's what koozies are for, right?
Is this a Coors party ball?
There's some man-made rapids along the Platte River as well, and for the calm spots, there's also fishing. And to finish up talking about Sheridan, the median price point for a home is $548,000. Moving on to number 5 of the most affordable places in the Denver metro, we have Ken Carroll coming in at $532,000 for a home. Location of Ken Carroll, it is right in between where Littleton is and where the mountains are. So it borders 470 is one of the major roads, as well as Wadsworth are the most popular roads that you're highly likely that you're going to be taking, whether you live there or are visiting there. Now, things to do is the Denver Botanic Gardens CHATFIELD. They have really beautiful flowers. They have a pumpkin patch during the fall as well as a corn maze. And you'll see a lot of native plants and wildflower gardens. It is super picturesque, and it also borders the Meadows Golf Club. On to number 4 of the most affordable places in Denver Metro, we are talking about Thornton. I have done a specific video that is covering Thornton, things to do, so definitely check that out on my channel. And even better, it is an affordable place to live compared to downtown Denver. The median home price is $50,000 less than the Denver Metro average at $580,000. Thornton is coming in at $530,000. Now with Thornton, there is 141,000 residents, and it covers quite a bit of land. It is north of Denver, so as mentioned in that other video, if you are working in Fort Collins, Greeley, Firestone, but even Boulder, Thornton is a really great space because you're still close to the Denver Metro with things to do, family activities, you're close to the mountains, and the commute time to if you are working more northern is really, really great compared to if you were to live in like Inglewood, Castle Rock, Littleton. You're gonna have to get on the I-25 corridor and go through the downtown Denver Metro, and traffic can be nightmare land if you have to do that. So skipping that downtown Denver Metro area for traffic, if you live in Thornton and work north, you are sitting pretty. Now, things to do in Thornton. You can check out Carpenter Park, which has a scenic walk at Pelican Pond. There's a carousel, there's a spray ground, sand volleyball, shuffleboard, tennis courts, so many things to do that are outside and activities, as well as a ton of chain restaurants, shopping. You really have everything that you need in Thornton, whether it be entertainment, grocery shopping, outdoor activities, and really great vicinity to things such as sporting events like Empower Field, which is where the Broncos play, or the Rockies Stadium, or if you're going to the mountains, Thornton is a really great spot. And then sliding into number 3 is NORTHGLENN. NORTHGLENN is just north of Thornton, so it's about 30 minutes away from downtown Denver Metro. I-25 or Interstate 25 is going to be one of the major roads that cuts right through NORTHGLENN. And there are about 38,000 people that live in NORTHGLENN with a median home price of $514,000. A couple mentionables of things that you can do in NORTHGLENN is the Northgate Shopping Center, the NORTHGLENN Marketplace, and if you love outlet stores, you are a little bit closer to the Denver Premium Outlets, which is just north right off of I-25. If you're driving on the highway, you're gonna see a ton of different types of shopping places that you can stop and check out. Along the highway is a lot of shopping, and as it whittles away, you're gonna find more homes. Now, number 2 of the most affordable places to live in Colorado. It's a little bit, you could do a whole video just on this one. It's Aurora. I like to joke that Aurora covers half the state. It is giant. So to go from one end to Aurora to the other could take as little as 22 minutes or 17 miles. So it's quite large. In Aurora, there is about 386,000 people. Take it with a grain of salt that Aurora average price point for a home is $486,000, but it does depend on where you are because South Glen has some really prestigious homes, gorgeous, beautiful, updated, new. And then you also have homes that are potentially condos or maybe in a little bit more of a rundown area. And that is one thing I should have noted at the beginning of this video of the most affordable places. I always want you to do your due diligence and homework on safety. Are neighborhoods a good spot to check out? What the school districts are. As a real estate agent, I do have to be very cautious of how much information I am providing, and it has to do with liability. So it's not because I don't want to provide that information. Clearly, I love giving information and value to people so that they can take that and do whatever they would like with it. But like I said, I do have to be cautious of what I provide in terms of crime report, what best schools are. I just want to make sure that I'm being ethical standards of being a real estate agent. So anyway, back to Aurora. Like I mentioned, Aurora is huge, and so there's a lot of different pockets and neighborhoods, and I will dive into those in a separate video, but a couple mentionables that I really enjoy. Wings Over the Rockies is an aerospace museum. Super cool. There are fighter jets and there are different types of airplanes. You can get inside some of them. They host events, some of the largest events. And if you remember, I was an event planner for a catering company prior to becoming a real estate agent. And Wings Over the Rockies is one of the largest venues that we worked in, or one of the largest events that I ever hosted was there. There was also a dinner that I attended there. It was 600 guests and it barely felt like we were filling up the venue. It is just a huge airplane hangar, super cool, very educational. They also host events throughout the year, such as a beer fest, so you get to go around to different booths and try different beers. Another thing that is a highlight near Aurora is the Cherry Creek State Park. There is boating, all sorts of water sports, beach activities, and last but not least, there is the Plains Conservation Center. It's essentially like experiencing life on the prairie then and now. So it's a nature preserve and an educational center with replicas of Homestead Village and teepee camps that showcase pioneer and Plains Native Americans' life in the late 1800s. That's something that I didn't even know existed. Like I said, Aurora is huge. So it's something fun to check out that is a little bit more on the east side of Denver. All right, we made it to number one most affordable place in the Denver metro is Derby. It is a suburb in Denver and it is a part of Commerce City. So the median price point is $411,000 and there are about 9,000 residents that live in Derby. So on one side of Derby, you have the South Platte River with some water and lakes. There's also a huge industrial area that has kind of truck supply stores. And then on the other side of Derby, you're gonna have the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Refuge. So it is a little bit of a wedge with Highway 76 running through it. There's a huge variety of nature walks around the South Platte River with some really great scenery. And the ELAINE T VALENTE open space is something to check out if you're in the area. All right, there we have it, the most affordable places to check out in the Denver metro area. If you have any questions about places to look at in the Denver metro area, whether it's affordability, lifestyle, things to do, please reach out to me with my contact information below. I would love to be connected with you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video about neighborhoods, things to do around town, places to check out. Please hit that subscribe button. You definitely won't regret it. We'll see you later this week.